Snubs. And last year, our snubs list, you had Brian Burns didn't make the list last year. He's 26 now, so he's not eligible. Do you think it would have been on the list this year if he were 25? It'd been close, right?
It'd have been close. Yeah.
And look who I had on the list last year that I thought was snubbed. Aiden Hutchinson as a rookie.
Yes.
Man, we're both getting paychecks from the Lions the way we talk about this team. All right.
How do you think I got my brother on?
I didn't get the free Lions swag either. So maybe next year. All right. Snubs this year. You did one. I literally did like 5 guys. All right. You can do some extra guys if you want while I talk. Who's your guy?
My guy was Will Anderson Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you not have the defensive rookie of the year on the top 25 under 25?
Yep.
And we talked about him when we did our rookie reports through the fall. And I can't remember a game where we didn't say this kid didn't come out there and play as hard as he could and had an impact on the game. So my biggest snub is Will Anderson Jr. And to me, if you get defensive rookie of the year or offensive rookie of the year, you almost should get an automatic bid on being the top 25 under 25.
Would you, and this is going to be hard for you to because I know you love Will Anderson Jr. and you love this young man too. At 25, Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Will Anderson probably outplayed Jahmyr Gibbs.
I think Will Anderson Jr. should have been in the teens or in the low 20s.
Ahead of, I'm just going to go through edge rushers here. Ahead of Aiden Hutchinson?
I would say right snubbed up with him.
Okay. And is that the only edge rusher on this list? It might be.
Which I don't understand, but there's maybe.
Except for Micah Parsons at 2. Yeah. You're not going to put him ahead of Micah, but everything else. Yeah. So there are 2 edge rushers. You're vying for 3. I'm not going to push back against that. I mean, you're not putting him ahead of Sam Laporta at 24, and Sam Laporta could be higher.
I think Aiden Hutchinson could be higher.
Yeah. All right. Man, we got a couple guys on this list drafted by Rick Spielman, Christian Dare. Saw at 22. You must have been pretty good at your job, Rick.
Yeah, got me on the podcast.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, I went from Justin Jefferson and Christian Darrisaw as my last 2 first-round picks to getting fired and being on a podcast with you.
To undrafted free agent Ryan Wilson. Could you ever have imagined? That's why when people say, "What's your 5-year plan?" It's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. You won't be able to figure it out."
I'm trying to figure out a 5-minute plan, to be honest with you.
Yeah. This has been a tough stretch for you, Rick, but you're hanging in there. I give you credit.
Yep, that's just got to keep rolling.
That's why you go to the gym and do your pickleball exercises.
I can't wait to start doing bicep curls with my pickleball paddle.
There you go. I love that. I love that guy. Hey, man, credit that guy for trying to get better. All right, here's some names on my list. I won't linger on them, but you just tell me yes or no if you think they should have made the list. Deron Bland, cornerback for the Cowboys.
No.
What? He had 9 interceptions last year, I believe.
Yeah, but he also got exposed a couple games. Good corner.
Live with the sword, die by the sword. All right, Nico Collins.
No.
Oh, man. He just got paid, too. I think 25-ish million, something in that range, 3 years, in large part because he finally played like we thought he would, and C.J. Stroud and Bobby Slowick, yay. Rashawn Slater.
No.
Why do you say it like that?
Because he's got durability concerns, too.
Yeah, all right. Tyler Linderbaum, another great Ravens pick.
Yeah, I love him. I thought he should have made the list. I was going between him and Will Anderson Jr.
Okay. Creed Humphrey made the list, deservedly so, but I think Tyler very quietly, and Creed was actually 12th, very quietly had a really good season. And finally, this is a player who didn't play his last year at Stanford because of COVID. He opted out, and he had some first-round buzz coming into that year. He was ended up being a day 2 pick, and he's quietly had a really good career for the Saints. Paulson Adebo, cornerback.
Yeah, but no, I would say no. But
okay.
All right. But he's definitely a top corner.
If you can only have one corner for your team, Paulson Adebo or Deron Bland?
Bland.
Oh, all right. Next up, rookies locked to be on the team next year. Going back 12 months in the old vault here. Rick, you had Bijan. I had Jahmyr. So Bijan was thwarted by Arthur Smith, and Jahmyr was not. heralded by anybody. He actually played really well. Big part of that offense, and he's gonna. Man, it feels like he's gonna have a breakout year this year, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, he's going to be pretty good.
22 this year. Who you got, Rick?
I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels.
You took the Ryan Wilson low hanging fruit award on that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that with what Cliff Kingsbury is going to do, with Eckler, with some of the receivers that they have, the tight ends, they had Sennett, who they also took, which was another one of my favorite picks in the draft. He's going to have to grow, but I think you see these quarterbacks with the athleticism that a Jaden Daniels has as he learns to get through his progressions and go through the passing game and the protections. The one thing he can rely on is his ability to make plays with his legs. So I'm going to think that I think Jaden Daniels is going to be the one that will be on this list next year.
Yeah, he went number 2 overall. Last year, C.J. Stroud went number 2 overall, and C.J. exceeded everyone's expectations except maybe his. Well, what a fantastic season. If Jaden gives you 75% of that, Washington's going to the playoffs, and they're going to be extremely happy. And all the and I know it's that time of year where you only hear positive things, but all the things coming out of Washington is that he's a hard worker, first one in, last one out, studies hard, so on and so forth. So that's better than not saying those things, I suppose. Picks for next year for me, the layup is Caleb Williams. I'm not going to stay on that one. My rat hole player, to borrow a phrase from you, Lad McConkey.
Ooh.
He's my Puka Nacua candidate for breakout. Now, they may not throw the ball very much, but you do have Justin Herbert. So I would imagine, and you're replacing Keenan Allen. Mike Williams is gone. You have Josh Palmer. You have Quentin Johnson, who you hopefully plays better in year 2. But I'm going to go with Lad McConkey. Apparently, things have been going pretty well during the mini camps and OTAs between those two. But again, shorts and T-shirts. We'll see how that changes. What do you think about that?
Yeah, because is there another receiver on the roster right now that you can name better than him? Quentin Johnston is not. Josh Palmer, right? If he gets healthy,
yeah,
they don't have a true legit number 1 or even number 2 receiver. So I think that they, with where he's at from route running ability and his football intelligence, the way he knows how to get open, I do have a little bit of concern with the durability with him.
Yep.
But
he had an ankle last year that limited him at times, I believe.
Yes. But I do think that with what they have, he may be the number 1 target at receiver this year.